We all saw what they did to President Obama. I've watched the Republicans abuse the rules when they're out of power and then turn around and blow off the rules when they're in power. Republicans spent years exploiting the rules to slow down or block President Obama's mainstream judges and executive nominees. But now that they're in power, they are unilaterally changing those rules to speed them up and run through President Trump's extremist nominees. So let me be as clear as I can about this. When Democrats next have power, we should be bold. We are done with two sets of rules, one for the Republicans and one for the Democrats. And that means when the Democrats have the White House again, if Mitch McConnell tries to do what he did to President Obama and put small-minded partisanship ahead of solving the massive problems in this country, then we should get rid of the filibuster. This is already in our tax process. What's different about it is it truly focuses on the richest people in this nation, the people who could afford to pay a fair share. Understand, their wealth will continue to grow. You know, during the pandemic, they have increased, the billionaires have increased, the billionaires have increased their wealth by $1.3 trillion. But they've been growing their wealth for years now at 6%, 8%, 10%, 12%. They have their own money managers, their own people who manage these great fortunes. A 2-cent wealth tax means they just don't grow it quite as fast. But that 2 cents is an enormous difference for the rest of America. It is an opportunity for every child in America to have universal pre-K, an opportunity for every child to have child care paid for, and every parent, and to raise the wages of every child care worker. We can make a huge difference with this wealth tax. Look, the filibuster is something that gives Mitch McConnell a veto, and that has to stop. We watched him use it during the Obama administration, and he is already using it now during the Biden administration. We weren't elected to come here and be a debating society that gives Mitch McConnell a veto on every single piece of legislation that is needed to help American families. I believe that as we talk about the pieces that we're trying to move forward, whether it's the minimum wage, whether it's protecting the vote across America, whether it's anti-corruption, whether it's universal child care and universal college for all of our kids, that more and more people will see what Mitch McConnell is trying to do. More people will see it across the nation, and more people will see it in the Senate. I believe we need to get rid of the filibuster now.
I think there is a practical vehicle by which you and your colleagues can get us a rise in the minimum wage this year. Do you think it can happen?
Well, of course it can happen if we just get rid of the filibuster. Well, and look, I know I've been singing this song for a long time about the filibuster, but watch what's happening. Mitch McConnell right now has a veto over our being able to do anything unless we can twist ourselves into pretzels and make it fit through reconciliation. And so now the parliamentarian has said, sorry, that pretzel won't go in the bag. So we can't do minimum wage through reconciliation. But if we say that we're going to get rid of the filibuster, we are going to go with majority rule the way the Constitution holds for the House and the Senate, and we can actually pass the things we need to pass, then this isn't an issue. And understand, it's not just minimum wage. It's voter protection. It's environmental crisis issues. It's immigration. It's It's universal child care. It's college. It's gun safety. It's the things we need to pass to make this country work. And I want to be clear. It's the things the majority of Americans strongly support. Americans didn't send us to Washington to be some kind of debating society. They sent us here to get things done, and that's what we should do. And that means no veto for Mitch McConnell.